History of Memorial Day. Memorial Day is a holiday that's celebrated in the United States. Memorial Day is a holiday dedicated to remembering and honoring those who have died while they were serving in the United States military. Also commonly thought of as the beginning of summer, which is actually later in June. So Memorial Day is more of an unofficial start to summer, similar to where Labor Day is thought of as the ending of summer when it officially isn't. Some traditions for Memorial Day include visiting cemeteries and memorials. People will sometimes place an American flag at a memorial site. The roots of the holiday can be traced back to the American Civil War. The American Civil War resulted in a large amount of lives lost, more so than any other conflict in U.S. history. So many were lost that it prompted the setup of the country's first national cemeteries. After the war, people in towns and cities across the country started to hold springtime tributes to those who had fallen, decorating their graves with flowers and reciting prayers. The federal government declared that it was the town of Waterloo in New York that was the official birthplace of Memorial Day. However, not everyone agrees with this. That being said, it is not exactly clear where these traditions originated. It's possible that these celebrations started independent of each other in different places. Memorial Day was originally titled Decoration Day. On May 5th, 1868, General John A. Logan called for a nationwide day of remembrance in the month of May. He is quoted as saying, "The 30th of May, 1868, is designated for the purpose of strewing with flowers or otherwise decorating the graves of comrades who died in defense of their country during the late rebellion, and whose bodies now lie in almost every city, village, and hamlet churchyard in the land." General John A. Logan intentionally picked that date because it was not the anniversary of a particular battle. On the first Decoration Day, another general, James Garfield, made a speech at the Arlington National Cemetery. Around 5,000 people participated in decorating the graves of 20,000 soldiers from both the Union and Confederate sides that were buried there. Many of the other northern states also held similar events honoring the lives lost. By the year 1890, each one of them had made Decoration Day a state holiday. The southern states held their own separate days of honoring the fallen soldiers who fell on the Confederate side. The holiday would be altered by World War I. Memorial Day, initially being titled Decoration Day, was founded mainly because of the American Civil War, and thus the focus of it was around those who lost their lives in the Civil War. This changed with the United States entering World War I. With World War I being a major war, and with the loss of American lives in that war, it changed people's views on what Memorial Day should be. It eventually became a holiday that is meant to commemorate all American military members who have died in the line of duty regardless of the war. May 26, 1966, was when Waterloo, New York was officially designated the birthplace of Memorial Day by President Lyndon B. Johnson through a presidential proclamation. However, not everyone is in agreement over this. Some have pointed to other places such as Columbus, Mississippi, which is said to have had a memorial celebration in March 1866. This is based on articles written in the Memphis Daily, Avalanche, and the Pulaski Citizen. As of right now, though, Waterloo is recognized by the federal government as the place with the origin of Memorial Day. The 30th of May continued to be the date that Memorial Day was celebrated until in 1968. In the year 1968, the U.S. Congress passed the Uniform Monday Holiday Act. This act set Memorial Day to be on the last Monday for the purpose of creating a 3-day weekend for federal employees. The change itself for Memorial Day went into effect in 1971. This act also declared Memorial Day to be a federal holiday. There's multiple ways that people celebrate Memorial Day. The one that probably comes to people's minds first is barbecues, parties, and trips. Even though it's not officially the beginning of summer, some people like to think of it as such. Other celebrations include Memorial Day parades, with some of the biggest having been held in Chicago, New York City, and Washington, D.C. Parades also take place in multiple other cities and towns, both big and small. There's also people who visit memorials and cemeteries, some of whom place flowers, flags, and other things on or around the graves of military personnel killed while serving in the military. So that concludes this History of Memorial Day piece. Thank you for watching.